I don't even know how to respond to that. That was just so glorious.
I know how to. If we can be put into a lower third up on screen, I know exactly how to respond to that.
Okay.
I guess we'll have to wait for it, don't worry. Betway odds, though, still in favor of FURIA, even though they dropped the first map. And don't know what really to expect here on the new Vertigo, obviously, between these two teams. I mean, FURIA was one of the early adopters of the map that we did see.
Well, we did see eUnited upset EG in the first stage on this map. And in general, they played it pretty well online, so they're familiar with it, even though there's been changes. They're familiar with like the core concept of the map, I guess you could say. So it's not like they're going to be some slouch, not if they can keep up their form from the previous map.
The thing is, this is the first time these two teams are going to be playing the new Vertigo on an official.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So, obviously, the old strats can be used as a core, but I wonder how much time and how much effort these teams have really put into it. I mean, we talked to Cooper just now, and he talking about with obviously Freakazoid leading the team. But how many maps have you been able to go through on your 4-day boot camp? And well, Cooper's been able to sneak around behind.
It's a big kill to get, too, because we know that retaking this fight can be very difficult. So if you can get a lot of initial kills and stop that bomb from being planted, that's your best way to win, really. And look at this, they're just putting on a clinic. Headshots across the board, almost a team ace from eUnited. Cooper gets one extra. That is a very impressive hold on A. Again, very hard to retake that site now with the new changes of that like new side hall and how some of the routes have kind of even been cut off. Like you can't go straight through elevators anymore to retake that route to the A side, so everyone kind of gets funneled. So the best strat against that is just being able to straight up backstab with Cooper's USP through the new hallway and yeah, just out-brag him.
And by the way, to remind everyone who's tuned in, like what weight does this game have?
A lot.
FURIA is currently 1-0, eUnited 0-1. They did lose against 100 Thieves yesterday. Even if they win here for eUnited, they have to hope that 100 Thieves lose tomorrow against FURIA for them to be in the running of getting through into the Pro League finals. So.
And then if you're FURIA, you kind of ruin the whole storyline of it. It's meant to be you and 100 Thieves both 2-0 tomorrow. Just fighting. Very clean game, that one game decides it all. That could really be thrown in the bin if eUnited complete full upset this series.
Yeah, and then we get into like tiebreakers potentially if FURIA can beat 100 Thieves tomorrow. And last time I tried to break down how that would go, I completely messed it up. So I'm not even gonna try again until we get to
we'll let League Ops take care of that part. I'll just sit back and wait. Because yeah, it could still be pretty clean. Because if 100 Thieves wins today and then beats FURIA tomorrow, then obviously they're still the first seed out. So they still control their own destiny in that regard. Yeah. Obviously, FURIA can still come back and win this series, and then we still set up maybe that possible 2-0 versus 2-0 storyline for the final day. But yeah, eUnited have a real chance to play spoiler here.
And even if eUnited win here, they have to beat Isra's tomorrow. So not only do they have to kind of hope that another result goes their way, they still have to take another victory. And yeah, we'll get to that when we do cross that path.
Yeah. I think we'll stop confusing ourselves in chat now. I think we'll just focus on the game. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's the right
But I mean, the bottom line is, if
there's a lot of stuff.
Well, no, the bottom line is if eUnited want to stay in the running, they have to win here.
Yeah, of course.
That's the bottom line for them. For FURIA, kind of the same kind of route as well. Cooper again, speaking the side, he'll able to sneak in behind FURIA. He's get off to their side. He's actually been able to get a little bit far up. I don't know if they're going to expect him to be this aggressive, but Vinny's still going to win out the fight with the smoke dissipating. FURIA finally with the man advantage, and that's short-lived as Mark is able to respond on the Vinny. And Moose well pushing. And the MP9 gets one food on top of that. A little bit of a bonus round coming for eUnited. It's looking good.
Indeed it is. They are getting all the kills right now, other than the one that Vinny just got there and the one he got previously. 2 on 3. Food trying to flank around. Could have basically ended the round there and then if he could have found that kill, but because Yuri gets it, it allows him to escape back to the opposite side of the map. Now, Marky is still in that vicinity, but he has very low health. And now they're second-guessing it. Yeah, it's the low double back, but look at Freakazoid's positioning. He doesn't check the right angle, though. Now he finally does. It's a great recovery from Freaky. He's still alive. He's getting the hell out of there, trying to get a new angle. Now it's all on Vinny by himself. Those where one is, but not the other.
Once we get to the 1v1, he might have an opportunity for a second 1v1. He's low HP, but so is Marky on 6 health. 25 seconds left to go. Is he going to go for the triple fake?
And he comes back again.
I would love to see it, but you know what? With him committed this far, with only 18 seconds left, he's going to have to hit the B site. But it still pretty much comes down to first bullet wins. Whoever hits the shot, Marky. Oh, Vinny gets through it. He can't go through the Molotov either because he has no health for it. So Vinny's going to get the bomb down. Now it's the afterplant situation. Vinny is going to need that quad kill to close out the round to give FURIA the first. He spots him out, but he can't quite hit the shots. And Marky.
I didn't know you were singing America from Team Please.
Can we get that as like a soundboard? Someone please. A Freakazoid screaming.
Man, I didn't know we were watching Oral Police, you know?
America.
We can't sing the rest of that song.
Soundboard. Yeah. We can't, but you guys can.
Yeah, just clip that out and then just like do all the other things like McDonald's, Bed Bath & Beyond, all that stuff. Then you just play that clip right afterwards.
Please do.
That would be so
just
sick.
Like complete. Just do it. Just do that song, but just insert him screaming over the rest of the parts.
I think he did a better rendition of it.
Yeah.
That was a wild round though, man. Like when Vinny ticked from the fire, I thought it might be over right then and there, but then he makes it in. But then still Marky wins the 1v1.
We had like the drop on Marky 2 initially, and then
the kills that Freakazoid got here. Like man, that was that's what this map provides. Is a bunch of chaos. Very fast-paced map, so you can see a lot of crazy antics because of it. Speaking of which, Art on a bit of a force buy on this round. Not a full force. I mean, they still have money saved up for the full buy next round, but Mac 10, a couple pistols, actually do get a couple of kills, so a 3-on-3. Still a way for them in this round, maybe, especially with this one player kind of creeping up the A ramp. Cooper might get cut off guard. Nope, he does get away.
But again, the sound cues in this map in particular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a mess. That whole aspect of it.
Cooper again feeling super aggressive. Hey, Serrato though is going to punish this. That's going to be the A site left a little bit open, especially because Yuri's been able to push up. Yuri getting the kill on Marky, and just like that, it looks like FURIA might be able to take this round.
Yep.
Very similar to them taking their first round T side on overpass.
Especially with Yuri holding this position, it's so easy for now to transition to spawn back over to the B side of the map. And so on, I mean, again, not a full force even. You know, they save money for next round. They somehow managed to make it work. Moose will just have to try to save this AWP into the next round. But honestly, with K-Strato having only a D goal, we might even just give chase. So maybe Moose doesn't save this AWP.
Well, there's got to be a gun somewhere for K-Strato to pick up.
Oh, yeah, surely.
I mean,
it's just a lot of them are on the safe side of the map, right? So he'd have to run over there and try to grab one. Might as well. Again, just a deagle.
I mean, he's got head armor, too.
Yeah, that's definitely pretty valuable.
Maybe doesn't want to lose that, but
yep.
Either way, I mean, well done.
He's like one of the lowest money guys as well, besides Vinny, so, yeah.
I mean, K-Strato hitting that first kill onto Cooper, just opening up that A site. Well, not even opening it up, kind of forcing a big man advantage. And it looks like Moose will be able to escape here with the AWP, so going to donate that back to Cooper. By the way, what I was going to do in response to K-Strato being poked to wake up, I was just going to do it to you too.
Oh.
But
I'm glad that
didn't
happen.
Yeah, you can be happy we didn't get put into a lower third there.
Yeah. Definitely am pretty happy about that.
Now you know what Tom goes through when we cast together.
I mean, we had some counseling sessions together after the first stage, so I was aware. So now eUnited going to be the ones having to take the save this time around, and right now they're trying to go for a couple of aggressive plays around this ramp area, but Art has been able to clean house thus far and start entering into this A site. Yuri controlling middle as well. Food trying to challenge. Not going to be able to find the kill. Freakazoid, though, is able to get the trade. Meanwhile, A is being barreled into by FURIA, making some great forward progress onto the site, in fact.
Moose had the op, by the way, and he peeked up towards ramp but got rushed down by Art, so that op rendered completely useless for eUnited.
And this is the problem with this new A site. You can just smoke literally this one area that they just threw a smoke on, and that stops CTs from retaking the site. Because there's no route there anymore at elevator, which is kind of a huge problem for CTs on this map now. It's kind of weird how this map worked. Like, it started off pretty T-sided because you just saw, like, them smoke their way into the A-bomb site, and that was just kind of, you know, what would happen every single round. And then you saw them make some tweaks that allowed CTs to be a lot more aggressive on A-ramp because of how the sandbags were set up on the right-hand side. And so you could see a lot of, Astralis is actually kind of the ones to really show us this for a while, and they started actually picking up Vertigo and playing it really well. And so it kind of leaned a lot more CT-sided during that period. But now, I feel like it's kind of in this place where, at least on this side of the map, the A side of the map, it's a lot T-sided. Like, if you can get that first bit of room and actually get the bomb down, you're probably going to win the round.
Let's see Cooper now with the up. Gonna be playing back towards sandbags again. Freakazoid gonna be launching the side hall, and it's not gonna expect Cooper to be there. So initial kill going the way of eUnited. Much needed considering they have no money in this round at all to use into the next if they lost it. There's the Molotov. There's the smoke. That's actually not gonna connect. What? Hello, Cooper? There's a smoke there. What kind of shot was that?
It's just, you know, taking a guess. Might as well pull the trigger. Hope that you're right. No real risk behind it. Pays off for him big time, and now Yuri's also eating a hell of a lot of damage here. So he's trying to see if he could press his way through mid towards the A side of the map. He has been shut down, at least for now. Meanwhile, K-Star trying to see if he can't maybe lurk his way up towards B. Yuri does, again, still control middle, so that's nice. Maybe he could allow him to help K-Serato by coming up through the little window above him. Definitely seems that they want to go B with all their resources that are left. Still 2 CTs in this area, though. I think even Cooper's starting to kind of feel this out.
Well, they're heading back towards the A site.
That's the thing with this map, bro. Like, you never really know until you start committing up one of the ramps or stairwells.
Trying to boost him up to look for an angle. 20 seconds left. They're going to have to pick up the pace. Yuri's fallen, unfortunately. Reinforces back towards the A site. 15 seconds left, and I find this going to be so difficult for them to take to even get the bomb down. 10 seconds. Smokes have gone through. They're going to plant within it. And actually just going to back away. All right, so kind of a smart play. I was hoping they would just go for the save anyways. And Veer's Freak is getting loud.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit scary here. eUnited starting to get some real momentum here early on the map.
I hope we have a replay of that shot out of Cooper. I really do. First one, all right.
Pretty legit.
And then this one?
That is actually ridiculous.
I saw it twice now, and I still don't know where he was.
Yeah, that is just one of those like real fortunate things that just happens to work. I don't know if we could actually get like it from the perspective of the guy who died. Probably too late for that.
Well, I mean, if Rush was your observer, we probably could have.
Wow, dude, there's no need to keep throwing our observer under the bus, okay?
No, I just love how.
Listen, like, Prius, I'm still here for you, buddy.
You thought he was Efren yesterday.
Well, that's because they put up the Efren name tag.
Even after he confirmed it wasn't.
Yeah, but they put up the Efren name. Listen, I still didn't dog him out as much. You've dogged out Prius so many times for Rushly. It's unreal.
I love how Reddit
tournament
hated on me for trash talking Prius.
I mean, you do.
The socially ineptness of people sometimes not understanding what making a joke is. It blows my mind.
Prius, do you think he's joking, or what do you think? No?
Oh, come
see?
on.
I mean, even Prius isn't on board, you know?
You know what? He bought me ice cream.
Yeah.
I was going to, but he didn't let me.
It's not adding up for you real well at all.
I bought him lunch.
Is that true, Prius?
Yeah, you better say yes. Anyways, back into the next round, round 7. Cooper again with the op. He's been doing a good job of actually holding down the A side.
Well, here's a key question, Prius. Does him buying you lunch make up for everything?
He's thinking about it. He's still thinking about it?
Yeah, he's still thinking. There's CS to be heard first and seen before we get to that point. So we are seeing FURIA try to get their way onto this A-bomb site, at least for now. They haven't committed quite all the way. A little bit of a boost going on here for Cooper.
They do have a decent stack over towards B as well. Towards A. 3 players there to defend this. Freak is always taking a little bit of damage to the wall, though. As Veni's looking to come around the side. The smoke will prevent him from getting a clear shot. He's actually stuck out the sides. I don't think Freak is always going to expect it. Veni will win the trade on that one. Cooper's following in the meantime. Food now pretty much left alone. He was able to get the first kill. The bomb, in the meantime, is actually going to be over on a K-Serato, who's actually not at the A side at the moment. Sorry, he is on the A side at the moment, just above it.
Somehow Food's still alive right now. Holding this position and him not being mied out is so key. If he were to lose this fight and he goes down, that's the round over with. Marky getting caught trying to rotate and assist Food. So Food's still just hanging out here, man. He's like, just really trying to find these kills as he hides up. They push up. They lined up for a brief moment there, and Food actually gets them both. Well done by him. He was that kind of just annoying guy, the thorn on their side that could never clear, and he ultimately locks in the round. That's a big victory.
He's had some big rounds in this series. Like,
yeah,
back to overpass, pissed around CT side, was able to get 3 kills.
Yeah.
A couple of rounds later, in one of the gun rounds, he just survives and is able to get quite a few there too.
Which is a nice look for him, because I know that he was like one of the hot prospects from NDL, and he used to play with like Singularity and stuff like that. And it looked like he was going to be like that next star to keep an eye on. But then when he joined this team, he really struggled a lot through most of their tournaments. And also, he's one that's had to make the most adjustments role-wise with all the other roster changes that have gone on since he's been on board. So it's a lot to deal with, you know, stepping up to a new level of competition, having to change up your role a bit. A lot he's had to kind of deal with, and it's good to see him playing well in this series.
Let's see FURIA a little bit unsure if Cooper's going to be back in towards sandbags. We can see it's not the position he'll be holding for now. I mean, again, FURIA with this buy-up that they have, they did win a round like this on overpass. You got utility to work with, smokes coming through. And a Molotov as well to help potentially eliminate them. The nade coming through. Heady takes the head off K-Serrado. A little bit of a misfire there coming through. The bomb, in the meantime, was actually trying to be planted within the smokes, but it will be killed off. Now it's just Vinny left alone against 5, and he'll fall. Clean round for eUnited, up 6-2.
It's starting to get a little bit rough here now on Fury. We're on their map pick. This is, again, an early adopter of Vertigo. But they're going up against, again, a eUnited team we talked about earlier who have had their own comfort on the map. At least older versions of it. So it wasn't maybe as steep of an advantage as some people might have thought as far as map familiarity goes. Now they must burn another timeout here. They've only found 2 rounds this half. They were both kind of in the middle of what we've seen so far. A 3-0 start from eUnited, and then they've won the last 3 in a row since as well. It's all come down to this A defense. Like, this A defense has shown up to play for eUnited. They have really been winning those duels.
It seems like FURIA is just very one-dimensional when it comes to T side of any map so far. I mean, you think about Overpass, they went way more than A.
Yeah, that was rough.
And now looking at Vertigo, they've gone to the A side again for a majority of the rounds. Yeah, there we go. The bet was odds have shifted quite heavily back.
Pretty even now.
Looks like the pace might be picked up here. Hard immediately trying to get towards side halls. It seems Food just going to spam out on this, not connect any bullets, unfortunately.
Now we can see that they're actually trying to put more emphasis on the eUnited side of things towards middle and B side. They've actually pushed Moose up pretty close here on this initial doorway. So he definitely could catch player off guard, especially since Cooper's the one taking first action from the window. So it's a bit of a bait and switch setup to kind of maybe let Moose kind of spring on them unexpectedly. But because of all this, it's really allowing more space for Fury to work with on the A side of the map. But Food was good for a kill at the very least, and Freak's still in position. Again, though, he has to focus all of his effort in this one direction since the elevator route is now closed.
Well, we should see the bomb being planted here. Retake gonna be coming through out of eUnited. Gonna be hard to do here.
Yeah, it's so hard to retake the site, especially when that position gets denied.
It's not like it's go up there either because the smoke can completely block off that vision. Time is taken away and the utility is pretty much out for Fury. They have 1 smoke left on K-Serrado, but Vinny initially gets the kill onto Cooper. And I don't see eUnited be able to pull this off. This hit some phenomenal shots, and Vinny, well, he's able to do his own. Down to 2-on-2 now, but Henny's still alive. The bomb's gonna be planted for him. Smoke's gone down. They're actually sticking the defuse here. Boost might be able to pull it off. But he does get clipped off by K-Serrado. And K-Serrado will close it out at the second, and FURIA finally put a T round back on the board.
Not a bad effort, though, from eUnited on that retake. Almost pulled it off. Came down to a 2v2 where they got on the bomb a couple times and were almost able to pull off the defuse. But I feel like what you just saw there is why it's like an illustration of how important it is for your initial defense at A to go really well. Because if it doesn't and you're forced to play a retake like this, it's just so hard to do the way this map's constructed now. I really don't. It's like one of the big things I don't like about the map now. Like I like the new route, but I feel like that doorway could open back up at elevator or something like that.
Well, at least for me, it's a positive that Valve are trying to change the map around, you know, a bit. They're at least, you know, trying to make some.
But I feel like every time they do, they like cause more problems than they fix. Like that's kind of my only issue. And I feel like it's also like this weird balance where you want to not change it too much too often to let it play out, so you can kind of get a feel for where things are. But during that time period, it can cause a lot of problems. So
speaking of problems, looks like eUnited have a bit. Freakazoid, nice little delay on his first kill. Gets 1, unfortunately. That's only 1 and done. Vinny closing that out. That made no sense. Doesn't matter because Mark is alone against 4 now. And FURIA should be able to get their 4th round on the board. Not much money for eUnited, so probably just going to be looking to save this. And I imagine he should be free to do so since FURIA don't have much money to chase this down.
Now we're starting to see FURIA figure things out here on their T side. They've now won a couple in a row. They're starting to get the money of eUnited in a bad place. eUnited gonna have to take a save this next round, in fact. So a great chance for FURIA to start working towards a tie game. Again, they need to win this map. They really need to win this series. Again, like, their best way out of this group is by, you know, just facing it head on against 100 Thieves tomorrow with a 2-0 already under their belt. Anything other than that, all of a sudden, fate's not in your own hands anymore.
Yeah. I mean, long story short for FURIA, they still have to beat 100 Thieves no matter what.
Sure.
They want to qualify. It's just whether or not
it's going to guarantee you things or not.
Exactly. We'll find out, obviously, as we move into tomorrow's games. We still have 100 Thieves up against Isris next. I think we have a little bit of a surprise for you guys at home, waiting for that match.
Maybe.
Maybe we have a. Why do you gotta say maybe?
I mean,
that's just kind of mean. Maybe we have a surprise.
Because then they don't know there's a surprise or not.
But I just said there was.
But then, you know, you got to throw in the maybe to make them doubt it, and then they'll be even more surprised when the surprise actually does come through. You see, like, there's some mind games there. I don't know. Maybe not. You know what? Yeah, there is a surprise next game. All right?
It's really not much of a surprise.
See, now you're the one downplaying it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't. Okay, well, you didn't. Whatever. I'm too sick to argue right now.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm too sick to commentate right now. Wink.
Wink. That's right. I'm castling Prius next game. You heard it here first.
I thought you two were doing the FURIA 100 Thieves games tomorrow.
What do you think, Prius? I don't think he's...
I don't know if you, did you hear him cast last time?
I didn't.
Okay.
I was in Rotterdam.
You missed out on a phenomenal cast out of him.
Oh, okay.
Well, obviously, with you guys saving. Sorry, not much hope for them here. Marky hasn't been able to be effective with the M4 and fight this position of Art, actually. Protection from the USPs. Marky's going to drop him, though, and they're able to swarm all over and pick up the gun. But in the meantime, FURIA said, hey, we're over towards B.
To be fair, though, on what was basically a full save to get 2 kills, or I guess 1 kill, and be able to now be able to transition M4 and AK over into the next round, gonna help you out a good bit, actually. Not bad. Not bad. 1 chance then to stop the tie in this next round. Now they'll be able to full buy. FURIA, though, getting a few rounds in a row, starting to kind of get a little bit of a rhythm here on their T-side Vertigo. Again, a must-win map for them.
Little do people know that we're actually bringing the PC Sports Player of the Year to commentate. You know what the funniest thing about that to me is if you even look on the subreddit, under the thread about him winning, people are like, nah, Zywoo should have that.
Zywoo definitely should have Rookie of the Year.
I feel bad, though, because, like, his dad came in and was, like, arguing, like, that, you know, there's no online tournaments. Or, sorry, he's won online tournaments, but there isn't any Counter-Strike.
There's so much wrong with that whole situation.
Yeah. Hey, but at least he's supporting his son. I'll give him that.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though he's wrong.
You got to stick up for your son. Like, I mean,
yeah.
You can't not.
You know, good old Henry G.
Esports parents, man. They're something else sometimes.
I'd rather have his father support him, even if he's wrong, than to not support him.
The other stories that can happen.
Yeah,
for sure. We had some cool CS parents as well. Like, I know Peter's parents were always really supportive, and Android's parents were always out there. Bogars, I think that's her last name.
We're spamming through the smoke, gets a kill. Okay, the man advantage back for United. We haven't really seen the op come back in for Cooper, and when we did, it was a good job by FURIA to really eliminate for being too effective. And again, back to the middle control for FURIA. Trying to use this as a pivot point.
A lot more weight towards it, I will say, too. Like, a lot of the time they've only had, like, maybe 1 or 2 players come in, but now it's 4. So it's just definitely a different look out of them, putting a lot more emphasis on this position.
Okay, Serrato gets the opener onto Food. Now it's equalized thinking a little bit. Being sprayed in from the back. Moose to get the first kill.
Just a chance spray through. Like you said, getting him a kill. Marky going to be able to do basically the exact same thing. Around the world strategy here from FURIA as they go through CT spawn to A.
Bomb has been planted.
Do they know Cooper's here, though?
Doesn't seem like it. He could really play the spoiler in this round. Oh, it's going to come down to timing. Henny was looking that direction for a bit. Oh, this is nuts.
Good first kill comes through. He didn't see where Henny was, though. And Henny's actually able to rotate completely around. The bomb's going to be planted for him. Now his position will be given up. Look for the spray on a Cooper, but Cooper still will get the kill. And the defuse will come through.
Again, just Cooper being able to make a sneaky little play through the side. They weren't expecting him to already be that quick through the flank. That's also kind of the downfall of not having any presence there. All their attack was focused through middle to A. And they got whittled down along the way. A couple of different spams through smokes, was able to find frags. I think Moose and Marky were the 2 that were able to do that.
That's so unfortunate, too. Like, they lost 2 players through smokes.
That is wild.
And then it came down to a 2-on-2. Otherwise, that would have been like a 4-on-2. Speaking of smoke kills, well, Cooper opened up the round with onto Art.
Majority of the kills in the round with their smoke. Yeah, that is a pretty wild one.
Well, 7-5 now for United. Again, we're not really sure how this is going to fully play out because it's the first time I've casted on the new Vertigo.
Same for me, actually. Or maybe I've done it one other time.
Really? On the
Yeah.
new Vertigo?
I think so at Rotterdam. I think I casted it once, maybe.
Did they have the new Vertigo at Rotterdam? Because it just came
that was
out.
the first LAN that had it.
Oh, wow.
But I can't remember if it got played or not. I'd have to check. Either way, 2-on-2 into this round on what is for sure at least someone's debut on casting a new Vertigo.
K-Straw's been able to sneak in towards the B site. You can see Freakazoid trying to spot someone out for a free kill. He might have it against K-Straw because of how low he is, both on 13 HP. They're going to run into each other.
That's always so awkward.
Freakazoid's going to shoot first, though, because K-Straw is not moving.
Who is going to shoot first?
Oh, what? What?
I don't know, man.
I don't know how he saw him there. I mean, I thought Freakazoid was trying to push the smoke and he got stuck. Cooper comes in. Can he clutch it out for 2 rounds in a row? Gets caught with the Molotov in hand, and he's still able to get the kill.
What?
Second time, Cooper wins the 1v1 against Henny to save the round.
How is that possible? Dude's got a bottle in his hand. Like a drunkard stumbling on the sidewalk at 2 a.m.
I think for him, it was more like a protein shake, to be honest.
Yeah, to be fair, it probably was. Just, the man's got the bottle out, still gets the victory. That's so crazy. Cooper is playing lights out CS this map, man. He also had like a big recovery in the second half of the first map. Wound up having a pretty good score when it was all said and done in that one. Went +4 of 22 kills. So he's having a hell of a series. Exactly what eUnited need.
Yeah, I mean, if they can take this round.
Again, here's the other storyline we got to remind people of. They got upset by Envy in the first stage, so FURIA are prone still. They're still a little bit dodgy at times. Even though some of their overall results have been good at big lands, they've at times still dropped the baton, and they could be doing that here on Vertigo.
And if they didn't lose that match, they would have gone through straight to the Pro League Finals.
Especially since they did the hard part by beating them made in Brazil, which was like the other tough team they had in that group.
Marky, pop with something in your hand, has the smoke but does survive, and is still spraying through it. Hits onto Vinny for a couple of shots, but Art will clean him up as he pushes around. Art again, he's a little bit tired maybe of losing rounds.
Yeah. That's a good response from FURIA after losing a really tough last couple of rounds. One round getting spammed through smokes and Cooper making a ninja play. And then again, Cooper finding a big clutch in the previous round. So this time though, FURIA will finally get things going. This is where that 3-0 start that eUnited got means kind of the world, because everything else since then has been a little bit back and forth. You know, you saw 2 rounds in a row from FURIA, then 3 in a row from eUnited, then 3 in a row again from FURIA.
And it's looking like it's going to be 8-7, right?
It does seem like it's shaping up that direction, especially with the money situation for eUnited. They don't really have a whole lot they can buy going into this final round. They obviously buy what they can. It's the last round of the half, but it's just going to be definitely lacking.
I don't know what scoreline to expect on this map, though, for like T versus CT
Yeah,
sides.
I don't know.
Like one of the first time I've seen it, one of the first times for you. I mean, I guess this would be a good little indicator to potentially what we can expect. You see United not with the best of buys, obviously trying to force everything into this last round of the first half. At least they do have the safety net, though, of already winning map 1 on Overpass in 16-13. Looks like FURIA's gonna go for the early control over towards A. Flashbangs and smokes being thrown out. And again, Cooper gonna be watching that little bit of a side haul, so looking to really punish from that position. I feel like he's been successful more times than not. Oh, nice little Molotov actually forces Cooper to push up, and they hear him because the damage. Art peeks around the side and gets the kill. Well done by FURIA for the first frag. They need much more than that to take this site. Freakazoid's even looking to push up. Maybe the flashbang's gonna help assist him.
A lot of hinges on this push here, and it gets absolutely nothing. And it's just going to continue to spiral out of control now. FURIA will be making their way into the site. They've caught every push from eUnited there, shutting down the initial defense, shutting down any hopes at a retake, and it's a flawless victory to finish things off. Maybe the momentum that FURIA finally need to claw their way back. They make the scoreline as close as possible despite some bumps along the road, 8-7. Again, though, not really sure what to expect from eUnited's T side. We'll have to see if it's up to snuff if we come back from this break.
Subdivide. I'll show you how it's done. There's no sight we go inside. The man he is the one. You build your walls with faith in God. They never come around. Then wonder why we all defy the burden to be born. We're coming home with a mission to bring an end to a terrible land. We are here to your mission. We are many of one. We're coming home with a mission to tear you down from your undeserved throne. We can take your conviction. We are many of one. You may call it a virus, but we call it the antidote. It's an answer to silence. The future is here to revolt. Go!
Well, Cooper having a phenomenal game at 14-9 to keep eUnited in the lead at the end of the first half. While Art, on the other hand, is looking to carry his team forward for potentially a third match, since eUnited are currently up 1-0 after the back of Overpass.
Yep.
Jason Cam is still joined by the handsome Dust. Thank Harrier. Well, that doesn't make any sense. You have more hair than Tom.
I guess technically that makes me hairy.
But that's not very difficult to do, to be honest.
Yeah. Inferno would be up next, by the way, if Furia could lock this in, which actually would probably heavily favor Furia. They've been looking pretty hot on Inferno lately. I know that eUnited have had their issues on that map in the past. Something to keep
They have to get there first, though.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Yep.
eUnited already opened up yet again with a strong start. Able to take the first pistol round, get 3 rounds off of that in total. Once they might be able to do it yet again here. Henny does spot them going in towards the B side, but he's lost out on Yuri. Now it's all on him against 4. And he has 5 HP. And he's dead. eUnited now up 9-7.
How about you take that Let's Go and then the soundbite from earlier and combine it all together into one?
I'm a little bit disappointed that no one even clipped that out and put it on Reddit, actually. Y'all are letting me down. If you clip me it and send it to me on Twitter, me and Dust, make sure to tweet to both of us and ESL CS, I'll give you a pin. All right, that easy. Clip that out, you'll get a pin.
Dang.
No one won the pin from yesterday.
Easy. Okay, I feel
Those
like
were some terrible photoshops. I'm sorry. I expected a little bit better.
I mean, I felt like one of them was all right. That was one that was okay. Anyway, that's up to you. You're the judge of all that. Don't include me. I don't want to be a part of any controversial threads later about how you didn't give them their prize or something like that.
I'm still, from the first group stage, I still owe someone to someone, but I haven't been home since then, really.
Again, that's all on you. I don't want to be involved in that whatsoever. Don't want to see any threads finding.
Well, you're the one that told me not to actually give him the pin, because you wanted one, right?
No.
And you're like, come on, Jason, just give me his pin.
I think you said you had a box of pins, and I just
It's
wanted
actually
one
in like a
of the
plastic
pins.
bag.
Okay.
Like one of those grocery bags, just sitting under my bed.
Yeah.
I've had them for like, what were 2019?
So it's not like you had a ton, so
like
yeah, I did
4
ask
years.
for one, but certainly not intruding on the ones that you've already supposed to be giving away. It's very, very easy.
I think I only have one left, so I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, well then never mind, I don't want it. You see?
I never got the Garden Elite pin, the black one. I had every other pin, but not that one. I have no pins. Just bad. You know what, maybe I'll give you one when I get back home. Whatever that is. Because I still don't know.
Big round coming up here. Furia, I feel like, need this one. Otherwise, you're going to start seeing eUnited's lead climb to some pretty crazy heights. So we are seeing eUnited setting up, perhaps take some mid-control here pretty soon. Indeed, they are starting to bunch up here. Still got a couple of MAC-10s in place. I'm sure they want to try to get some quick close-range battles as soon as they can.
We think back, though, to Overpass, and we heard Cooper in the interview talk about how they were realizing like Henny was just overpowering them in the beginning, but once they slowed things down and started clearing all the angles, is when they started to really take some rounds. And there seems to be starting off with that here just in the first gun round alone. So yeah, really good job by eUnited, again, to not let this lead slip away. They realize they're one map away from closing out this series.
Vinny's getting a lot of information by playing that angle. Like, he will know as soon as someone even gets anywhere near the A side of the map. So it allows him to kind of focus up on other areas. Now they're starting to gather up, though. Will they check this angle that Vinny is holding is going to be the big question. And they do jump out, and boom, Vinny's out of there. Vinny trying to trade it back from the ramp, but he might get overwhelmed. Indeed, he's only good for one, so a favorable trade for eUnited. And now Moose is cutting off all the mid rotations. It was perfectly designed by eUnited through and through that entire round. What a well thought out round for eUnited.
You know, the craziest thing about that was they didn't use any utility. Like, once they got that first kill, they just rushed straight in towards A, and then they had so much utility to just hold the bomb if Moose even didn't get those double kill, or the 2 kills he got from middle.
If you had any questions about whether or not eUnited practiced this map, I feel like that round kind of illustrates they have at least a little bit of a game.
I mean, if you're letting Vertigo go through against FURIA, you better practice this map, or else you're setting yourself up for failure.
Maybe this whole map pick's going to backfire for FURIA, because again, I think they could have easily picked Inferno and been pretty happy. Because eUnited removed Mirage. That was like, you know, obviously FURIA's best map, so that was gone. But, you know, you could have went for Nuke, or you could have went for Inferno. I think either one of those picks, you would have maybe had a pretty good edge over eUnited, based on their lane results.
We also know, like, eUnited did beat Evil Geniuses back in the first group stage, right, on Vertigo.
Meanwhile, I think eUnited, coming into the stage at least, were 1-5 on Inferno on LAN, and also 1-5 on Nuke on LAN. So those two picks were sitting out there. Again, hindsight's 20/20. Again, this match's not over yet. Maybe FURIA still bags it, but yeah, it's tough because I feel like Vertigo is that has so much variance still because of all the changes.
Well, again, if you're eUnited, you have what, 4 days of boot camp? I think I heard.
Yeah, something like that.
So if you're gonna really focus on some maps, focusing on some oddball ones might be enough, especially knowing the teams you're up against in your group. Maybe this was like the perfect map. Knowing you can beat FURIA, maybe take 100 Thieves there. No, obviously we didn't see that happen yesterday. And Isris as well, like another team that might have to worry about this. But like I said, eUnited hasn't closed this out just yet. They are on the track to get their 12th round, however, since FURIA only have the SMG and Deagle. I would imagine FURIA shouldn't be able to win this round.
Yeah, should is definitely the right word to use, as they do actually find one there, but Food is quick to reel it back in. They have a 4-on-2 now ahead of them. Just taking their time. They still have plenty of clock left to burn. Flash is coming through. Henny trying to peek off the back of it. Quesarado trying to block the other angle down. So they're in the right place. And they do get a couple of big kills from Quesarado. Oh no! Getting scary. They've had enough.
Well, this is why I said should.
Yep, you've learned not to speak in absolutes. This splits the defense up now, so that still gives eUnited a chance to figure this one out. Quesarado has to respect that they could be coming this side, so he'll have to stay here. Henny's the one that may rotate. Oh, they may sit together and try to retake together as a unit.
Well, Quesarado, he wants like a weapon too, because he only has the SMG, but...
He's also the kit carrier, so they kind of want to sit together and make sure that they can work the retake out and have time to defuse.
Still a lot of utility left, though, for eUnited as they make their way on towards the B site. Quesarado will pick up the SG. Will rotate back towards B, and I mean, it's still going to be a tough retake. Henny doesn't have any armor at all, so aim punch is going to be very real for him.
Yeah. Plus, they have a Molotov to put on the bomb, which could get extinguished, though. Quesarado does still have a smoke as well. And again, they have a kit to go for the quick defuse. Oh, he used the smoke there, though. Yeah, now they can molly the bomb. There it is. What's your move now, FURIA? Because they have the kit, though, it doesn't hurt him as much.
They know the exact angle they're going to be holding on to, too. That nade's going to kill off Quesarado. No chance to defuse that one. And eUnited will take the round. Got a little bit scary, but they get it nonetheless. Food gets a quad kill. But, I mean, to be fair, let's talk about the upside for FURIA there. They got 3 kills in a round that they only had, what, an SMG and 1 Deagle?
Yeah, they did make that expensive. There's no doubt about that. Man, again, this is to make things interesting, because if eUnited win this game, as we've already kind of talked about a couple of times, that would put FURIA at 1-1 and eUnited at 1-1. and then let's say 100 Thieves beats iSerious, which they probably should. They go 2-0, and then still their fate would be in their hands. If they beat FURIA tomorrow night, you know, they're still first seed, they're through. But if FURIA were to beat 100 Thieves tomorrow night, then we have 3 teams that are 2-1 with no clear head-to-head tiebreaker.
Right.
And then that's when things get really messy. Comes down to map difference and round difference and things of that nature. So this situation that eUnited is doing right now, especially because they get iSerious tomorrow. So if they play like this against iSerious, they could definitely go 2-1.
So if, let's just like theorize really quickly. If eUnited do win 2-0, if FURIA win tomorrow, even in a 2-1, I think Renegades would still go through because they would have one extra map over everyone else.
But yeah.
Or sorry, 100 Thieves. It's hard to get used to.
Again, we'll let all the final, you know, calls obviously go to the league ops. That's kind of what they're here for. But just kind of giving you a broad picture of what we could expect if this keeps up from eUnited. Okay, nice little cinematography there from Prius.
He's had to ruin it by nodding. Ugh. Actually, I liked if you were watching the EU broadcast. I swear my voice. I have gone through puberty.
They did some Blair Witch Project stuff or something like that.
I don't know if it's Blair Witch, but they did like they had Rush pretty much only use cinematic views for the entire round.
Yeah, CGS style.
And they had him talking. It'd be great to actually have, you know, Prius on comms.
Wish.
Don't worry, maybe tomorrow we'll get a little bit of his voice.
Maybe.
Voice of angels.
That's the other good thing about this, though. Like, if eUnited win, that means like no matches tomorrow are worth it.
You're talking about Prius, like the good thing about him having a voice of an angel. But yeah.
That too. But yeah, there will be no like worthless games tomorrow if eUnited win this game. There would be a lot on the line each map.
Well, 4 versus 4 with 30 seconds left to go. It looks like eUnited want to head towards this B site where Art's going to be waiting with K-Serrano to support. Smoke's being thrown in. Moose and Freakazoid, the only players with utility left on the T side for United. And Henny, he's actually not over here, so he can't assist with the smoke or the flashbang. So it's come down to a lot of these aim battles. Art might have a good peek, but he gets taken down by Marky again, just being so effective in getting these kills in these opening duels.
And now they're starting to get this bomb planted here. We're seeing Henny, Vinny, and K-Serrano still seeing they can't make this retake work out. It's evened up now. Moose taking the advantage. Moose continuing to cause a lot of problems here, all on Vinny, and Moose will be the alpha and the omega around the opener and the closer. 15 kills for him in total. Everyone is fragging well for United right now. Very tight spread of frags on that side. I think it's like maybe a 5 frag difference from bottom to top, and everyone's positive, so it's looking real good over there.
I kind of wonder, though, looking at this, is this United playing so much better from yesterday, or is this kind of the idea of, or the difference maybe between 100 Thieves and FURIA? Like, is there that big of a skill difference? I want to say United are just playing better today, but...
I think they definitely are. There's no doubt about that. They're definitely in better individual form with their fragging. They're definitely having better team play on their T side. Yeah, all in all, they are definitely playing better. But FURIA, again, that's just this team that is in this weird situation right now where we see a lot of good things from them, like Star Ladder, where they got third, but then we see them, you know, drop the ball versus Envy in the first stage, go out in groups at Malmo, had that Games Class Smasher event where they got upset by Sprout, so they still had that shakiness to them. And you're seeing it come to fruition here again, it seems, unless they can recover. But obviously, this is probably not the round that's going to happen. Just Eagles.
Well, I did get some decent damage done in that prior round with just the SMG and 1 Deagle. But yeah, I'd agree with just the Deagles alone. I don't know how much they can really do here, especially with how careful and how calculated United are playing. They're going for like the full execute towards the A site. You see FURIA is trying to rotate to help defend this. It's going to come down to potentially like a 5-on-4 fight while they're leaving K-Serrano back towards B, and Henny's trying to look for a flank in the meantime.
That flank could be huge. It could be their ticket back into winning this round despite the fact that they're on just Eagles, but no. Hold the phone. Moose has been able to catch on to that, but there still are mini CTs here on the site. They can still figure something out.
And 20 seconds left too, so eUnited are going to need to pick up the pace to get this bomb down. Just getting a kill into the bomb planter could be massive for FURIA. Could potentially win them the round. Here being flanked from the back, and the sprays for the smokes are good. K-Serrano last alive, and he's just going to push the smoke. Get one kill, get the bomb planter, except the bomb still goes down. And eUnited now up to 14.
Yeah, and just to kind of add to that whole discussion we were having about whether or not eUnited's just playing better or whether FURIA's dropping the ball and how it's a combination of two. What I can say is from watching how this half has played out so far, you can definitely tell that, like, at the very least, eUnited had, like, the basics down. Like, they know how to throw their set smokes. They have their timings right. The way that they're splitting their numbers and peeking together. They definitely look like a team that has at least played this map a couple of times and has maybe done some theory crafting and at least have, again, like some type of foundation. They definitely don't look lost or anything like that. It's not like they're just doing gimmicky, flashy CS. Like, there is actually some strategy going on.
Then he peeks around, down to 6 health, but he does escape more importantly. Mark in the meantime is going to push up, takes down Serrato. That was the only defender at the B side. He's going to clear this one out, give the information to his teammates that, hey, we can hit towards B, get this bomb over here. Flashbang comes through. Molotov actually burning Yuri very low in it. It's going to allow Marky to get the kill. This is very bad for FURIA. They need to win this round.
Yeah, they really do. Otherwise, it's a serious point for eUnited. The fact that they're letting Marky get away with murder over here on this B bomb side definitely does not bode well for them. We'll try to have to go for this retake anyway, though, but Cooper and company have been able to join Marky on the site. Moose is cutting them off from an opposite angle. And now they just have to say these two weapons. They have to play for overtime. They have to win 8 rounds in a row just to have a chance at still winning this map and having a chance at a third map. But here's the problem. They haven't won a single round this half, Jason. And now they have to win 8 in a row. That's not a good look. Yes, we get it. Thank you, Prius. Can you confirm for me really quick that they have won every round this half? Can you circle it for me? Yep, thank you. Yep.
Can you draw on the scoreboard to make
sure?
No!
You got it. That's a real feels bad that we still can't draw on there.
I mean, technically, you could get like another program to do that. But I don't know if they do like screen recording or game recording, so I don't know. Anyways, it's all about right now eUnited as they put themselves up to 15. 1 round away from closing this out and getting themselves their first victory of the second group and put them in contention to potentially get through.
This is a big upset maybe in the cards. You have FURIA, who are ranked number 10 on HLTV versus number 41 in a best of 3 on land.
Yeah, big win for him if they can pull it off.
Absolutely.
Oh, Benny, no head armor, gets gooshed up. Yuri's able to respond at least to get 1. Marky again, just doing his own thing towards B. Cooper can dodge away from Henny on the first shot, but Henny will at least be able to strike back. But in the meantime, Moose gets 1. Henny again gets 1. It's just kind of back and forth between the two teams.
Yeah, again, every round's a must-win for
If Serrato dies here, though.
Yeah, that's a real big problem. It could be similar to last round. He's a solo defender on the site. I mean, he's been taken down. Again, it's Marky. So even though he's not like the top fragger on the team, he's had a lot of impact these last couple of rounds, especially if this one winds up going through for eUnited. Moose, though, wants to see if anyone's going to rotate from A first. Doesn't want to just run the bomb over just yet. He wants to kind of take his time. There's still a lot of seconds still left to tick on the clock before things need to be decided. Now he'll start heading his way over. Art's now on site, though, but Marky holding the angle may catch Art depending on how much Art wants to commit to checking this stairwell. Maybe he wants to see if they've gone back to A. And if he were to check, then maybe he'd cross into Marky's scope.
Oh, there it is. Big kill for Art. Big double kill for Art, actually, to save FURIA for another round. But the unfortunate part is they only have 8. They still have so many more rounds to even get it into contention of an overtime.
Yep. Again, it's their first round of the half after losing 7 in a row. And again, they still need to win 7 more. It's a tall task here for the Brazilian side, but we know they should be up to the task. They're a team that has shown us very recently they are capable of still placing highly in big tournaments. They've also at times recently shown us that they can still drop the ball here and there. So which version will show up in these final rounds is going to be the real question.
Food's kind of come into his own over this series. Again, he was really quiet initially within the first half of Overpass.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's what? Cooper has 19, 3 of the other players have 17, and Marky's at 13, still having a lot of impact. So again, eUnited is having like a really good game across the board. Meanwhile, several players at FURIA are real quiet this game, particularly Henny, who was really big for them on many of the rounds that they did win on Overpass, particularly kind of in the beginning of that first half. His CT opping was sublime, but haven't seen him have much impact here.
They did figure out his opping, though, and they're able to punish it towards the later halves of that first half. guess the second quarter of the game, we should say.
Yeah.
A little bit of a one-for-one trade going on here with Freakazoid falling and Art as well. And you can see they're kind of aiming to potentially go towards this B site where there will be 2 defenders. But there's really not much utility left on the side of FURIA. That's going to be a big problem for them.
Yeah, they have just 1 incendiary and 1 flashbang, so that means retaking is going to be way more difficult. It's going to be, we're completely relying on aim duels. Now Vinny has to burn one of the incendiaries, just try to slow the T's down from coming up a slope.
Speaking of slowing them down, 25 seconds left to go. The pace will have to be picked up. Henny, he gets caught on scope, and he's going to die to Cooper. Vinny needs to hold on to A by himself. He's being flanked in from the front and the back. 15 seconds left. The bomb is now down. Vinny comes around the side, gets a second kill as well. 10 seconds left. They need to pick up the bomb, and it comes down to K Sorrel just potentially surviving. Luis will secure the bomb, get the bomb down. And K Sorrel with just the MP9 has to come in and do some God's work, and unfortunately he won't be able to. eUnited gonna take the map, take the series 16-8, and win 2-0.
Man, this opens up the group now. All of a sudden, nothing's clear cut anymore. Obviously, you get 100. These still control their own fate by just winning out the rest of the group, as they already did beat eUnited yesterday in one-sided fashion.